What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at the Jayco Homecoming event where we're featuring 2026 model year lineup RVs. They've invited me out here to film everything on display and to show you all what's coming in 2026. And I'm sure a lot of you will see these at RV shows and different events. In front of me, you're looking at something pretty dang special. Now, I know to a lot of people, you look at something like this, you're gonna be like, it's just a Class C. But what's special about this is the fact that it is a super small Class C, which means you're gonna get it into a lot of areas, as well as being a super affordable Class C. But most importantly, this is going to be a very compact RV because it only has one small slide out on the back. Anyways, let's take a closer look at this thing. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So this is the floor plan right here, the 22 CF. You can see it's going to have a bed in the back, which is what that slide out's for. But other than that, it is a really cool setup. And I think that this is the type of RV a lot of families could really get into. And I say families because regardless of the size, you still have the cab over area that gives you a lot of extra sleeping accommodation for kids. Anyways, let's tour the outside real quick, then we'll hop inside. So this is going to ride on the E chassis from Ford with the 7.3 liter Godzilla V8 engine inside of it. You have the hand-cooked tires. It's all white, but it's kind of a glossy white. It's not bad looking at all, even though the graphics are kind of minimalistic and plain. It looks pretty good, to be honest with you. They've stripped out a lot of the swooping graphics. You don't see that a heck of a lot anymore in the industry, honestly. On the side, you'll have the exhaust. These are going to be storage areas, propane areas, as well as other things. I don't exactly know what's in each one of these until I open it up. Over here, it looks like you have an MPPT solar charge controller. You have some outside power and cable, and then a cool little metal shelf right there for you, which is cool. Little propane connection over here. You do have an awning up top, as well as a backup camera that's already installed, all LED lighting. This generally is going to have a tow rating of 5,000 pounds with a 500-pound hitch weight, 4-inch tubular bumper. Here's that one slide out on this side. That's going to be your queen bed inside of there. You have your unleaded fuel fill over here, plus possibly more storage right here. You do. Some of your controls are also in there as well. Your tank levers, this is where your cord reel is. You have your city water connection right here, as well as your black tank flush. This is extra storage on the side. You have your own-in generator. I think it's an own-in generator. If not, let's see. Oh no, this is the Flex Power 4000 E series generator on the side. Almost all of these are going to have a generator on them. Very cool. Let's hop inside, see what it's all about. And we are stepping in the 22 CF. So this is one of their top selling floor plans, according to the placard on the door. So you have a huge cab over area right here. That is essentially a large bed, sleeping area, or storage if you don't have kids. Then here's your cab. One of the big perks of something like this is just the fact you can move from the front to the back really easily. This is going to be your dinette area. The seats look pretty comfortable, to be honest. This will drop down and turn into another sleeping area. Over here, you're going to have your large stainless steel round sink, 2-burner gas cooktop. You have your TV over here, which swivels over, so if you're sitting in this area, you can watch the TV as well. Nice storage. I thought those might have been adjustable. You have a compact high-point microwave. No oven in here, though. More drawers. Yeah, they all have magnetic latches, so they hold pretty dang hard. This has a nice, thick type of laminate layer to it. You can see the edge right here. It's not your traditional thermofoil. Coming around this way. Just some storage over here. Alright, so we have our 12-volt refrigerator freezer over here as well. Then we have our vent hood. You always want to open up the vent on the back side of that, just so you make sure you're venting everything outside, not just circulating it inside. Here is our bedroom space. And this will probably flip over. Yeah, that's going to flip over so this slide out can come in when you're not using it. Queen size bed. Has some really nice kind of nightstand shelves on each side. That was done really well. Huge window on the back. Then you have an enormous closet right here. This thing is absolutely huge. At first, I thought it would be for like a washer dryer because it looks like it's large enough, to be honest with you. But then I don't see any connections in here for that. No power or anything, but that is really nice. You have some drawers right there. Then in here will be your restroom. So you're going to have a plastic foot flush toilet. You have a laminated countertop with stainless steel sink inside of it. You have a really nice tall shower. You could be pretty dang tall and comfortably fit in here. The shower elevates off the floor by about 5 to 6 inches. But yeah, you could be upwards of about 6'5" and comfortably take a shower in here, in my opinion. Large medicine cabinet with mirror as well. The toilet is kind of in an interesting location. It's pointing right here, so if you're sitting down, your knees might have a problem with that. If they had angled it just a little bit more, I think it would have executed a lot better. But what do you guys think? What do you think of this type of floor plan? This is definitely a cool RV, and I think a lot of people that look at motorhomes, in some cases, are looking to be as compact as possible, because you want to be able to take it to as many places as possible without limitations. Plus, being relatively short, it's going to be easy to maneuver. It's going to be easier to get out of weird situations. And quite frankly, you don't even need to push this slide out most of the time unless you're actually camping and you need to take a nap. Okay, so I came back in here in the back area because I wanted to see how this slide out mechanism works, because when you flip this over, you have this piece right here, and that flips up, and you have this piece right here, and that piece right there doesn't move. So the way this actually works is that this platform slides on top of this wooden base. You flip this up because the bed comes in, but this part right here stays where it's at, and that slides over it, because that's a pretty deep slide. So I was like, there's no way this whole thing moves. That just doesn't make sense. So what's cool about this is, even when you're traveling, you have access to pretty much the entire RV, except for practically using the bed, because this is going to be folded up in this position when this is closed. But you kind of could if you had to. You could crawl over it and still use the bed maybe on this side, or you could probably figure out a way to make it work. But that is kind of cool that you still have access to the majority of the RV, because this is the only slide out in the RV. So something to think about. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Is this the type of RV that you're looking for? Is this the type of RV you have? What do you love about it? What don't you love about it? I'd say the only thing I wouldn't care for about this unit is because it is on a van chassis. The seats don't turn around. These are your only seats inside of here, and let's just say booth style seating isn't always the most comfortable when you're trying to relax, kick back, and take a break and just enjoy the inside of your RV sometimes. But give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again real soon.